this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you. I finally starting to realize never give up and coincide. Can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why do people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could we're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political manslaughter.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with them K-Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle, fumbling out through the rubble. Remember this in jungle, the top always gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not should I do it? Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You're bad if you jump into
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
To throw, Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Cousins throw complete to Thielen.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. 5 yards on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And 5 yards to go.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he fires one, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Falcons.
Again, Ryan. And he hits his target. This is Luke Stocker. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 more there and another 1st down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Pass complete.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and eventually you break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And the Falcon 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They run. It's Gurley. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Tackle made at the
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
He will push his way down to about the 14. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
A
quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd down.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Ryan. the 7-yard line. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Brought down at the 2-yard line.
Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end.
And this time he is in. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
The Falcons.
Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins open here, Adam Thielen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On 3rd down, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, 61 yards. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
6-6.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. From 3 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A second down throw for Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. 3rd down here. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Short throw underneath to Hurst. Touchdown, Falcons! Hayden Hurst with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons push further out in front.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the great.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Vikings 6.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off.
Fair catch.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Go ahead, go ahead.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. That's brought over the middle by Hurst. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2.
Conversion.
To throw is Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
He got home, which means it had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
At the 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And now it's second down.
25-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen, and it'll bring up third down.
10 yards to go.
This time they stay on the ground. And a good job defensively. They stopped them short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on fourth down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. Interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47.
My hand ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you want. I put my team on my back.